Oh!
ちょっと、膝ガタガタしないでよ。寝にくいでしょ。
This isn't exactly the time or place to... Hey, wait, wasn't that... In the window on the TV, there's some kind of white shape that had nothing to do with the story so far. It kind of seemed like a face, though.
何？てかお兄ちゃん、汗すごいよ。
It's nothing. I was just seeing things.
奥の窓にお化け映ってたね。
Why did you have to say that? Even though I planned to soldier on with the idea that I was just seeing things. God, I can't take this anymore. I can't unsee that stare filled with hatred.
私に怒らないでよ。あそこにお化けを派遣したの私じゃないし。
Of course I know that. Really though, why is she so calm and composed? You're going to keep eating? Just keep stuffing your face with chips like nothing happened? Oh, just munch away, why don't you?
私を観察してなくていいから映画を見なよ。
I don't want to look at the movie. Get a clue already.
そんなにビクビクする必要ないし、窓のあれは話題作りの演出らしいよ。信じられないなら戻って見直してみたら？
And what will that accomplish? I try to look tough by telling her that, but I start fiddling with the remote, desperate to find some peace of mind.
はい、一時停止。
I pause at exactly the right time and... It is a face.
でしょ？メイクもバッチリ効いてるし、上映したその日にネットでバレて陰湿って叩かれてたよ。
I see. Honestly, I did fear that something about it was fake.
スタッフ死んでるらしいけどね。
From old age, right?
嘘だよ。
What was a lie? That someone died? Or that it was old age?
続き見よ、続き。こっち、どな。
Hey, it's bothering me! Tell me before you unpaw. We are starting from here? I'm absolutely clueless as to how Tor can be so calm.
話の作りは結構よくできてるけど、ちょっと演出が過剰だよね。今から来るぞって雰囲気高めすぎ。
Sorry, could you keep quiet for a bit? No, actually, keep talking.
お兄ちゃんって案外子供っぽいとこあるよね。
Tor grinds her head against my lap. If being an adult means never getting scared, then I don't think I can ever become an adult. She completely ignored me, so I have no choice but to turn my attention to the girl on TV who places her hand on the doorknob. Thanks to Tor giving me some weird ideas, the scene is just...
ねえ、そこにいるの？
Oh, nothing, huh? The screen's gotten brighter too. Gee. Yeah!
すごいシンクロ率。
Okay, that was so wrong! It even went kya from the ceiling! God! Arg!
何もないと思わせてドーンなんて鉄板の演出でしょ。
She hasn't looked even an ounce scared. Does she take pleasure in watching horror movies or something?
やっぱのりしおは大池屋が一番だね。お兄ちゃん、ティッシュ取って。
You do realize the woman on TV is running for her life, right? We are watching the same movie, aren't we?
お兄ちゃんが過剰に反応してるだけだし。あの女優だって普段は寝転がってポテチ食べてるし、ハッスルして女優を追い回してる青白い顔のあの子だって大好物はポテチだよ。
You're just making that up, aren't you? I'm so captivated by what's happening on screen that I'm not even looking at my lap right now. No, this won't work. This is going to end up with her being chased onto the veranda.
俺だけ盛り下げてあげてるのに、まだ怖いの？
Well, I'm sorry it's so damn scary. Arg, this is bad.
主役がこんなすぐ死ぬわけないじゃん。
That is true.
死んだけどね。
She's so dead! Her head just went splat! The screen's blood red right now, you know. Miss Tor, are those chips delicious?
ほっ キッチンはいつだって美味しいよ。
Tor continues to munch at her own pace, cheeks puffing in and out while staring at the sea of blood on screen with an unsympathetic gaze.
ていうか、あれ血のりだし。
Well, I know that much.
だいたいさ、気づいた？さっきのシーン、画面に手が入っちゃってたの。
For real? Even a big budget movie like this has those issues, huh?
確かに映ってたね。そこにいるはずがない人の手首から先だけが。
Huh?
見逃したの？じゃあ、早速巻き戻してみよっか。
No, stop it! Don't you dare rewind now!
えいや。
Yeah! Despite all that's happened, it's always much better whenever I get to hear Thor's carefree voice. As the movie goes on, Thor slowly started speaking less and less. Left with no other choice, I inadvertently end up getting immersed into the movie's world. And with that, the sound of Thor eating potato chips becomes even more serious. We finally got to the credit roll, and I breathe the deepest sigh of relief. What's with this bitter aftertaste?
ホラー映画にハッピーエンドを期待しちゃダメでしょ。
Tor heaves her head off my thighs.
どうだった？
If I was to give my impressions in a single phrase, the worst.
お兄ちゃんのクリエイターとしての心のひだに栄養が行き渡ったようで何よりだね。
There wasn't a single thing in there that I could put back into my work.
やり方次第だよ。
Please don't impose any weird ideas onto my characters, my cute little daughters. I was so against even watching that movie with Thor. Sounds weird coming from me, but I'm the type to drag people along. Just imagining being alone at the end of it kind of irks me. The night's pretty young, Thor. How about we go play some games in your room?
なんで？やだ。
Huh? A flat-out rejection just when the going's getting good?
半端じゃないもん。私、お風呂入って寝るし。
But the night's just begun, hasn't it?
そうだね。夜はこれから。
Hey, stop that! Thor quietly gets up off the sofa, then leaves the living room without making a sound. By the way, has this room always been this cold? It's just a made-up story. There's no point in quacking in my boots like this. Quite frankly, it's just dumb. Plus, they say they show up when you're scared. I'll force myself to think of something else. Yeah, that's it. I'll just try to come up with some new material. Let's think of happy, fun things until I fall asleep. Now that that's settled... Huh? What's wrong, Thor? That scream! Don't tell me. Is it here? Did it show up?
お風呂。
It's in the bath?
お風呂が沸いてないよ。
Because it wasn't prepared, and you did that on purpose, didn't you? You're just enjoying messing with me, aren't you? Man or not, older brother or not, what's scary is scary. Really scary. I'm pathetic. When I go to take a bath or to the toilet, every time I turn the lights off in the living room, I'm shaking. With this level of energy, trying to come up with anything's just going to be a waste of time. Rather than grasping at straws, I might as well sleep early today. I hate that bluish-white light that lingers in the ceiling right after I turn the lights off. Normally, fear is something you avoid, so why are hundreds of millions of yen spent chasing after that experience of fear? Makes no sense! Because I got into bed earlier than usual, sleepiness isn't hitting me just yet. This a challenge? Do I need to count sheep like a kid? Bring it on! 1 sheep, 2 sheep... Gah. Was that the door? The imaginary flock of several hundred or so fluffy sheep immediately vanishes. That was definitely the sound of the door opening. I can seriously feel someone's presence here. The sound of stifled breathing and footsteps inch closer and closer still. What?
なんてね。
It's pitch black here. I want to believe that she can see me quivering like crazy. I'm not. Wasn't really shouting either. What do you want this late at night? Something up?
うん。まあね。あれだから。そんなことよりいいから詰めてよ。私のスペースがないじゃん。
That? What's that supposed to mean? Hey, wait! Tor dives into my bed without a care, curling up close to my chest.
やれやれ。やっと人心地だよ。
What's going on? Is the AC in your room broken or something?
察しが悪いお兄ちゃんだね。美少女×ホラー映画の答えなんて一つしかないでしょ。思い出したら怖くなっちゃったから一緒に寝よ。
And whose lips am I hearing this from?
愛らしく色づいた可憐なこの唇。
When Tor says stuff like that, even I don't see what she's thinking. Even though you were practically making fun of the movie earlier.
あの時は強がってただけだよ。一人ぼっちになったら怖くなっちゃった。
Well, alright.
お兄ちゃんだってこの方がいいでしょ。
Tor probably means to say that I'm scared. Since she hit the nail right on the head, I end up unable to say anything, and instead wrap my arms around her lower back.
やっぱこの感じが一番落ち着くね。
As I thought, she doesn't have the slightest trace of fear in her. My tense lips slacken somewhat as I feel the warmth coming from Tor nuzzling her face against my chest.
ここまでだね。生まれ変わっても、また兄弟になろうね。
What's with those tragic last words? You being chased by something that could end your life?
お、やっと調子出てきたっぽい。
Don't base something like that from my retorts. Good grief, I just can't handle this little sister of mine.
お兄ちゃんは昔からあの手のものには弱かったからね。
And you're also at fault for pulling it off. Even though you know that well enough. Just exchanging words with someone can already ward off unease this well. More so because it's Tor, the effect is instantaneous. I wonder what got me so shaky until just earlier.
油断した途端にズドンだよ。
Do ghosts nowadays carry handguns with them or something?
なんかお兄ちゃん、全然怖がってなくない？
All thanks to you.
やりすぎたね。もうちょっとくらい涙目なお兄ちゃんを眺めてたかったのに。
I hope you didn't rent the movie just for that.
たまには刺激が欲しかっただけだし。
Whether she's telling the truth or a lie, I interpret it in a way convenient to me. In other words, because she can't be straightforward when she wants me to dote on her, she used the horror movie as an excuse to crawl into bed with me. Hey, wait a minute. That's just too damn adorable.
刺激的な体験を欲しがる妹が
I end up saying it out loud because I'm so touched. Yeah, I sure have a lot to deal with thanks to your little slip-up.
うっかり
You get scared whenever you think about the movie, so you crawled into bed with me, right? Or so you said.
おっと、そうだった。怖い。
Tor says it with a casual tone, tightening her hug all the while.
ちょっと、不安に怯える可愛い妹を元気づけてよ。やる気あるの？
Yeah, I'm here for you. As I rub her back, I can sense her body's warmth through the thin fabric of the pajamas. Come on, hug me tighter, you little scaredy cat, you.
いよいよ調子に乗り始めたね。
Looks like she's not bothering to keep up the whole scared girl act.
こんなに可愛い妹を抱き枕にできる機会なんてめったにないんだから、今という瞬間の幸せをかみしめた方がいいよ。
Ah, thank you, oh great horror movie.
ところで、さっきからお尻撫でてない？
Don't underestimate how scared I am. This is actually keeping my mind off the fear. I play off her question and pull her closer in by her butt, which has just a slight amount of meat on it.
ちっちんが出っ張ってるのは？
When human beings sense danger, their reproductive functions instinctively kick into overdrive, apparently. Is that so?
こすりつけてない？
I'm just shaking from the fear. The idea I had earlier of Tor using the movie as an excuse might not have been entirely off. If she didn't want it, she'd have thrown a punch at me a while back, but instead, in response, Tor also wraps her arms around my lower back.
まったく、ここぞとばかりに。とんでもないね、このお兄ちゃんは。
Well, you're shaking in fear too, clinging to me like this.
こら、ちょっと。
And I can feel your heart beating so fast through your breasts too. As I cup my hands around Tor's round breasts, her breath escapes her.
すぐ発情する。この世で最も恐れるべきは人間の欲望だね。
By doing this, we'll forget all about being afraid.
しょうがないな。
She raises her arms up to the back of my neck, pulling my face closer in as she cranes her neck for our faces to meet. Good.
お兄ちゃん、へって。
Though she says that, her tongue is darting inside my mouth, licking my teeth and the underside of my tongue as well.
こんなに膨らませて、お腹に食い込んできて。
This is really turning me on.
変なプレイに目覚めないでよ。くすぐったいし。
I feel the texture of her panties and the gentle heat from her crotch through her thin pajamas. This is practically like rubbing my dick against her thighs, isn't it?
強すぎるよ。おちっちのピクピク。直接おまっこに伝わってきて。
Now that we've gotten this far, I can't stop. It's okay, right?
もう、私、まだいいって言ってないのに。
I unbutton her pajamas bit by bit and expose her all at once, revealing her smooth, supple white skin. When it's all dark like this, being naked looks even more sensual, like magical in a sense. Does that make any sense?
そんなの知らないってば。
I stimulate her nipples with my thumbs like I'm pressing buttons with them, then quickly begin to squeeze her breasts.
触り方も情緒のかけらもないし、完全に指がスケベ親父だもん。
That's just how men are.
何それ。くそ。
Looks like any lingering sense of fear she has from the horror film just got blown away.
もう、ほんと、お兄ちゃんのおっぱい好きっぷりはとどまるところを知らないね。
Tor stares at me as I continue to lovingly fondle her breasts, then place my hands on the lower half of her pajamas. Should I start now?
ダメ。今日はお兄ちゃんをいじめて楽しむ日なんだから。
So she finally says what's on her mind. Still, she embraces and strokes my lower parts with her hands quite gently.
まだ射精しちゃダメだよ。おちっち、もっといじめちゃうんだから。うわ、でっか。
And cut!
もつ
I'll
よ
see you
も
in
い
a
っぱいこ
second.
ぼして。
It's Wednesday, July 7th.
セミが鳴いてる。はあ、最近すっかり夏めいてきましたね。
Mihiro sighs and breaks into a monologue after opening the window in the student council room.
夏はね、憂鬱なんですよ。飲食店の夏は戦場なので。
Working in a kitchen during this time of year is pretty much hell on earth.
私が後を継いだ暁には、7月から9月はお店を閉めようと思います。
She's a bit like my little sister in that she's actually kind of serious when she says stuff like this. I'm worried about the restaurant's future.
夏休みねえ。夏休みまでに決めておかなければいけないことをいくつも思い出したわ。
生徒会としての予定をちゃんと立てておかないとね。
What are we doing over summer vacation?
夏休みって言っても学園が閉まるわけじゃないからね。運動部の大会も夏休み中にたくさんあるし。
その応援の手配とか講演会とのやり取りとかも一部は生徒会が関わる形になるわ。
Student council members do all sorts of stuff that people generally don't even notice, huh?
そういうこと。今年はあなたも人事じゃないのよ。
ボランティアとかインターンとか学生支援制度の参加募集もそろそろ告知しないといけないね。
去年と同じなら学期末テストが終わるまではあまり反応はないと思いますよ。
そっか、夏休みまで仕事あるんだ。謝ったかな。
I'll try not to think about what she meant when she muttered that.
お店のことがあるので確認しておきたいんですけど、どれくらいの頻度で集まることになりそうですかね。毎日ってわけじゃないから平気だよ。時々来てもらうかもってくらいかな。いえいえ、気を使わずどんどん声かけてくれて大丈夫ですよ。
でも家のお手伝いがあるのよね。
熱いものは熱いんです。なるほどなるほど。みひろがやる気出してるから私は奥ゆかしく身を引くことにするよ。
Not while I'm around.
やれやれ。お兄ちゃんは私という人間をまだ分かってないようだね。
I'm saying this knowing full well what kind of person you are. When it comes to anything personal, I'll spoil her all she wants, but when it comes to student council work, it affects everyone else. I need to be strict about this.
お兄ちゃんの分際で私に盾つくつもり？
Well, yeah, I guess I can work harder in your stead.
弱っ！
なるみくんが鬱陶しいやる気を見せているのは結構なことだけど、普段ヒーヒー言ってるのを見せられている立場としては不安になるわね。
Hey, did you really have to add the irritating part?
また漫画のネタがとか言い出すんじゃないの？
That's pretty specific. In preparation for the finale of the I Love My Little Sister Too Much arc, we've constantly been having meetings to determine the direction of the series. Press and I will be heading out to the head office later today as well.
ごめんね。コンビでやってるのにこうきくんにばっかり負担を強いる形になっちゃってるかな。
Not at all. Having to work on the art is a pretty huge task. Plus, did is Scrams benefiting off Mr. Deer's popularity. I'm really excited to work on it as well.
やっぱり大きな反響があると励みになるよね。それはわかりますけど、あまり無理はしないでくださいね。私、この年で未亡人なんて嫌ですよ。
Did you know, to become a widow, you have to get married first?
まったく、これだからお兄ちゃんは。
During a lull in the conversation, Toa looks back at me and balks.
毎日夜遅くまでファンサイトとか批評サイトをニヤニヤ回ってるから疲れ顔を指摘されるんだよ。
How'd you know?
私相手に隠し事なんてできるわけないじゃん。前はビビってネットの評判とかろくに見れなかったのに、ちょっと人気が出たと思ったらこれだよ。わかるよ。気になっちゃうよね。
Press nods over and over again, arms folded. She probably does the exact same thing.
今は追い風評価が多くても風向きが変わった時が怖いわよ。
Don't tell me something I don't want to hear.
そこには顔真っ赤で、おめえら全然芋サラダ先生のことを分かってないからと書き込む先輩の姿が。しかもそれを同じ IP でやっちゃうのがお兄ちゃんだよね。好きが多いからね。
Don't talk about that as if you know I'm going to do it. Like hell I will. Mihiro clutching her stomach in laughter. And me getting bullied. A perfectly normal, peaceful afternoon.
そんな悲劇を招かないためにこれからも頑張らないとね。こうきくん、そろそろ行こっか。
The meeting's at 5, isn't it? Roger that.
ご飯食べてくるの？
Ah, yeah, we'll probably end up eating out, so go and have dinner. I get a feeling that they're going to celebrate the recent popularity. Yeah, they'll definitely treat us to some good food.
作家先生っぽくなってきましたね。大人のお店もそろそろですか？
I don't think I've ever told you, but the editor in charge of us is a girl, alright?